All right, all right, all right. Hey, y'all. It's me, Crystal Nicole. And this video, you probably already know because you've seen the title, is the weekly update for saving 15K in 90 days. So let's get started. Okay, so I have here written down some things that I needed to remember, especially for me, but I want also to share with you. So for the weekly update, I want to start off by talking about what I did to kind of get some of my bills down. So for this past week, I have found 6 apps going through my bank statements, going through just like a couple of things like different apps like, Amazon.com and looking at some of and going through, stuff like that. I found 6 apps and my cell phone. I found 6 apps that I was really not using on a day-to-day basis that I could cut out. So I came up with the Audible. I was paying $15.85 a month. Disney bundle, which at first on my phone, I have Verizon. That was supposed to be free when I started a new line, but then they charged me $15.85 after that. I mean $14.99 after that special was over, but they never said anything to me about it. So once it was free, once they started charging $14.99, you would think they would ask me, do I want to stay in there or opt out? But they did not. So what ended up happening is I was paying $14.99. Although I watched Disney Plus because I'm a big Marvel fan, that was one of the things that I got rid of because I also had Netflix and there was an option between that and that. So there's a Blink. It was $3 a month, and Blink is a kind of like a apartment. You could use it for a camera, but currently I don't have an apartment. So I have the camera, but currently you get a subscription so you can like save the history when somebody comes in your apartment or etc. 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 But I currently don't have an apartment. So once I get my apartment back, I will actually be getting that back, or probably maybe something that plus something else, like something I could put on my door as well. But for right now, I can go ahead and not pay for that. Kindle, I was paying $11.99, which I don't use the features as much as I would want to. So I took that away. And then Amazon Music, I really don't need that on mine currently because where I'm living, it has Amazon, and you can kind of just like YouTube different music and stuff like that. So I don't need to pay that. That's $5.29. So the total for those things, I believe, I thought I wrote it down, but maybe I didn't um I think it was around 60, 70. Was it 75? 75. No, $61. So was it 61? You know what? Let me just go ahead and do the math real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, so that was $41.12 of that. So let me write that down. $41.12 for that. That I found of things that I no longer will have to pay per month. And there was something else. I forgot what it was. And I know it was like around $9.99, but I gotta figure out what that was. And when I was writing down my notes when I was doing it, I just put canceled instead of actually what it was. So I like to try to keep y'all like detailed what it was. So I would say one of the tips, okay, make sure that you're going through all of your apps and your things that are coming out, things that you sign up for free, because a lot of times once that free thing is over, then you're paying the bill and then you forget. So make sure that you're vigilant about looking at your bank account at least, I would say twice a week, if not, some people look at it every day, but I would say at least twice or 3 times a week. And then also looking for those little things that are hitting, because some of those things I had to really look for them, because I really started looking at my bank account, like what are these things, and really having to find where to cancel these things out at. Okay, so thing I'm actually thinking about canceling is Canva. Canva, I believe I paid $12.99, but I probably won't because I really utilize Canva for my business. But we'll see. And then also, I know Netflix. Netflix, I heard, is going up in price. if they keep that $6.99 option, right now I'm paying $15 for Netflix. But I also seen that there was a $6.99 option if you decide to do with ads on there. I really don't like ads, but that may be a thing that I can do to lower my bills even more for that. Okay. Another thing is I got my Verizon cell phone bill down. So my current bill before was 187. Once I called Verizon to talk to them about how I could lower my bill, and really having to stay on top of them because they don't always be as forthcoming with information, because I've called before and they said that nothing I could do. But apparently I was grandfathered into an old plan that was way more expensive than they have a newer plan that you can get way less for pretty much the same thing. So once I talked to them, I was able to get my bill down from 187 to 112 a month. So that's a total of $75 off. So look into your cell phone bill. Make sure that your cell phone is making sense for you. Make sure that your cell phone is doesn't have anything extra on there, because a part of that, there was that $14.99 Disney bundle. So make sure that you are actually paying attention to your cell phone bill each month and you're calling them to try to get the best plan for you. All right, so money spent out for this week. So money spent out for this week was Dunkin' Donuts, because remember I said I wasn't going to shop. I was trying to eat out less. So that is a tremendous thing for me. So with Dunkin' Donuts, I went there yesterday because I had an event. Instead of me, with my normal price that I would do is, majority of the time I get the wrap and some hash browns, and then I get coffee too. So normal price I would be doing is, for the hash brown is $129. The cup of coffee, the iced coffee, is $1.99, and the wrap is $5.71. So what I did this time when I went, so that I could save money, is I made the hash browns. So I bought some frozen hash browns. So I made some hash browns and I made my iced coffee. And so the only thing that I really bought was the wrap, which was $5.71. And it saved me a total of $3.28. So $3.28. So I thought that was good. One of the bills that I did not foresee coming up is I have a PO box for my business, and I would like to keep that PO box. It was $115, and it was due. It's due every 6 months, so that's actually something that I totally forgot about. But now that I have it, I would definitely put it on my bills. Just as in bills that are not necessarily recurring like every month, but recurring every 6 months. So I did not foresee that coming out. So the other day, yesterday, when I was out, I went to Shoppers World, because one of the things is I recently threw away like 90% of my clothes because they were all like had paint on them, holes in them, stuff like that, because I was going through like, I don't want to say depression, probably depression, sadness. So right now I'm trying to get back into things for, get back into, take care of myself and et cetera, et cetera. So I had to buy myself some new things. So I went to this place called Shoppers World. I don't know if that's like a worldwide place that people can go, but it's almost remind me like of a Walmart, a little baby Walmart, right? But it's way less in price. So I end up spending $49 there, which to me is a lot of money, but also for clothes, it's not a lot of money. I'm going to take back a few of the items because they didn't fit. I did, however, keep something, keep one outfit, but I probably will just trade them, so I won't be getting any money back. So that's $49. So I will be building my wardrobe as well. So I'm trying to find different places I go that I can get good clothing, but for less. So I'm actually going to look at Shein as well. So that'll probably be one of my hauls that I'll show you guys in the future. But I also have to take care of self. So we're going to move in, I got to figure out how I want that done. Then I spent at Weis, which is our local grocery store, $39.69, which was for some groceries. I actually tried to dish this week for dinner. If that dish would have been successful, I could have got about 2 or 3 meals out of there. So it would have been okay, but it wasn't that successful. I mean, it was good, but in any dish, it has to be tweaks. And the reason why I say it wasn't that successful is because the way that the bread came out, some people are okay with like mushy bread underneath. It was crispy on the top, or not crispy, but like biscuits. a biscuit type of thing on top, but it was like mushy. I wanted it to be more like whatever. That's not what this video is about. So that didn't work out, but I ended up spending for that, not just for that meal, but I bought some other things. Like my youngest son, he wants to start. He's been starting to pack his lunch every 2 times a week, which is a cost in itself. Getting lunch. So yeah. So that was $39. So what I did was round everything up for the money I spent out, and the total this week came up to $211. However, I don't think that's a really good depiction on things, because that $115 I would normally not spend that, but that $115 for that USPS PO box will be for the next 6 months, so I don't have to worry about that no more. So good in the sense of that, but taking away the $115. Let's see. So normally it would have been $96 that I would have spent. But that bill came up and it is what it is. Okay. But that won't really, I try not to let that happen. So I also want to break down how I'm moving forward with saving my money. So for me, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I am actually looking for maybe a part-time job. No, not maybe. I'm looking for a part-time job or a stay-at-home job, so that I don't have to pay for aftercare. But right now I'm a full-time business owner, and my businesses do well. Could they do better? Absolutely. They do well, and they're growing. So the way that I save is very different from the normal 9-to-5er who gets paid bi-weekly or once a month or once every 2 months, two times a month, or et cetera, et cetera. So I broke my stuff down like this. So I'm gonna give an example. Recently, I got a custom order. It was two pair of custom shoes. It was $600. The way that I'm going to save, and that's each time something comes in. So whether it's custom shoes, a custom hand painted piggy bank, face painting services, I'm always going to break it down this way. So the custom shoes was $600, right? And I think I'm gonna write it up here so you guys can also see. So the custom shoes were $600. So what I do is take that $400, I separate it to 200, 200. 200 goes into my savings, right? That's what I'm saving for towards the $15,000, right? Then the other 200 of that, I take that and I separate that even more from 100 to 100. 100 goes to my bills, my monthly bills, and then the other 100 goes to spending. And in spending, it's not like I'm spending anything that I want. That's for like stuff like gas or stuff that come up if I do have to purchase something out or something like that. The bills is all bill money, right? Stuff that I pay on a monthly basis. But I'm still going to try to hold on to as much as my spending money as I possibly can, because if my bills need assistance in any way, I can also transfer money over there to the bill, from the spending to the bill side. However, the savings money that goes into the savings account, that is just strictly for savings. Another thing that I'm doing, that's strictly for savings, but however, I am saving for an item. So I have $15K, but I'm also saving for a vlogging camera. And that camera is around $600. So what I'm doing is each time that I get paid for my face painting, I take $20 out of that payment. So normally I don't get paid no more minimum because I do 2 hours or more, 200, 230 and up, right, per gig. So I take $200 of that. I put that towards the camera savings, and then the rest goes towards the regular savings. So that way I have my savings. I'm dealing with my savings like that. What am I going to do different? So I want to do a section each time that I finish having this update with you guys. I want to do something different. I want to tell you, well, not something different. I want to tell you what I'm going to do different moving forward. The only thing that I would say that I would do different moving forward right now this week, because now I'm reflecting, is I'm going to pack my lunches, or try to pack my lunches, for gig days. So a lot of times when I'm out there doing, what I mean by gig days, because I'm a face painter, if I'm out there sometimes a lot of times I will purchase food out because it's easy and convenient. But I want to I have a cooler. I got to see where my little mini cooler's out at. and just getting snacks from the stores, juices or water or something like that, put ice in it. So if I'm having snacks, maybe packing sandwiches or something, a salad or something like that, and having that with me so that I'm not spending money out. Because a lot of times when you spend money out, that's when you spend most money. And then I get gigs in DC too, and DC will double in price. So you going to McDonald's at DC, it'll be maybe $3-4 more than if you go to McDonald's in Maryland, because of it's the city. So those are the things that I kind of reflect. That's the only thing I really thought of this week. I may have things moving forward, like what I want to do. You may see the savings look a little different because I am looking for a job again. So I'll be able to save a little bit different. Okay, so that is the weekly update. I hope you guys enjoying this series of me saving 15K in 90 days. Follow my journey to see, how we do it and everything like that. If you have any questions, make sure you comment those. But hey, wait a minute. If you gotten this far in the video, that means that you watched majority of this video. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and join the Crystal Nicole family. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. It's Friday here. Now, when I'm making this video, I don't know when you're going to watch it, but it's Friday. So have an amazing weekend. If you're watching on Monday, have a great week. I'll see you guys on the next video. The next weekly vlog. Weekly vlog is going to be every Friday. Weekly updates are going to be every Friday for this series of saving 15K in 90 days. Okay? All right, y'all. Bye.